I'm up for another chapter in the Benoit Blanc mysteries, but for my money, the Marta cameo was a little bit forced. No Time to Die is the latest in the James Bond set of movies, and Daniel Craig's final entry as the agent 007. I've enjoyed the Daniel Craig run. I just recently have gone through and watched all of the older Bond movies, so I feel like a bit of an expert when I say this is a good Bond movie. In almost any way you could define it, as far as what Bond usually does in his movies, this is a lot of fun. As far as quality of filmmaking, it ranks up there in any of the Bond films. I had a really good time with this. Let's start with the positives. One of the main ones is the action and the direction in general. Really slick movie. Looks really good. The action is fun. Big moments. Lots of cool stuff happening. And when you're making a movie like this, you need that. Another thing is the humor in this is really good. This is a hard balance for a lot of Bond movies to pull off, because if you want to get a little more authentic, like I think the Daniel Craig movies want to be, sometimes that jokey, punny kind of stuff can come off out of place or forced or weird. There's a little bit of it here. And in fact, maybe the most I've seen in a Craig Bond movie. But it works, and I think it's natural, and it feels funny. I laughed quite a bit during this movie. I will say the main negatives are this. The movie is long. And honestly, I'm not the first one to say this. Obviously, a lot of people are talking about the 2 hour and 43-minute runtime, but it's not really the actual runtime that makes it feel long. It's the fact that you can feel it. And I think the reason you can feel it, for me, is because of the main thing in this movie that didn't work, and that's the villain. Anytime we are focused on the main villain, what they are doing, what their plans are, interactions with them, I kind of checked out just a little bit because I wasn't really invested as much in the over-the-top nature of what the villain was doing as I was in the more authentic, grounded, relational stuff that Bond was doing. That stuff got me. The villain stuff did not. And so when the villain stuff is happening, I'm like, how long is this movie again? And so it ends up feeling quite a bit long. Still, the thing that saves this and puts this in a higher category for me is the ending. Won't go into details, won't spoil it, but I really loved the ending of this movie and think it is a perfect ending thematically, structurally, story-wise for Daniel Craig's journey into the Bond era. So overall, I had a really fun time, and on the liked it, loved it, disliked it, hated it, or it was just okay scale, this one gets a very, very strong liked it.